Okay, here we go again. Something occurred to me. There's this current push by this doctors group to ban handguns. And Mr. Rod Giltaca of the Canadian Coalition for Firearms Rights had the unmitigated gall to tell them to, and I quote, stay in your own lane. Well, that got them quite upset that he should have the temerity to tell them to stay in their own lane, implying, of course, that they should stick to their field of expertise. Somehow they, and understandably, they got understandably upset that a little person would actually have the nerve to assume that his knowledge of fact, his expertise in this field, trumps their feelings and misinformation. I mean, you got to have a lot of nerve to actually treat them as if every word dripping from their mouth has not come down from God himself and bears the weight of the word of the Lord. However, that aside, something occurred to me. They're pushing this as in the interest of public safety and the concerns over people being killed in gun crime. And never mind the fact that these are illegal firearms coming over from the States. I am going to do a video. I have the solution. I do. I have the solution to illegal firearms coming over from the United States. And I'm going to do a video on this. I have a solution to this. You're going to love this. But where I'm going with this, something occurred to me. If from your wonderful moral high ground you feel that the sanctity of human life, which you strive diligently to preserve, in spite of the fact that apparently, if the numbers are true, more people are killed in medical error, not in the normal ebb and flow of medical treatment or disease or illness, but by actual medical error than are shot. Makes you think, eh? So I have a solution for these doctors. Considering they are coming at us firearm owners from a standpoint of, like I said, this moral authority, this moral superiority and intellectual superiority, why don't you do this? Here's my proposal for you doctors. I propose every doctor will contribute a minimum of $50,000 per year into a preventable medical death fund. Okay? Every doctor, without exception. Every doctor will contribute to this fund. Any patient who dies due to medical error, their family or heirs will receive a minimum of $5 million, and the doctor who committed the error will return to medical school starting from the ground up. Starting as a basic intern, do all the courses from the ground up. That is my proposal. Now, if that was implemented, how many preventable medical deaths do you think would not happen? What do you think the decline would be in preventable medical deaths? So my suggestion to these doctors, and I say this with all due respect to the medical profession, if you are this concerned about the sanctity of human life, why don't you clean up your own fucking backyard before you start pointing your finger at people who are not, I say again, not the problem? So, anybody, please feel free to chime in on this one. But in the words of Robert Beretta, and that's the name of that tune.